All right. What's up, y'all? Yep. Peace, peace. I'm Miss Robinson, teacher, DJ, truth teller, and welcome to Miss Robinson's room. Class is in session. Joining me today is Nick Westbrooks, founder of Supreme Numerics. Nick studies and practices numerology, helping people understand cycles, timing, and personal alignment through numbers. You can learn more about his work at supremenumerics.com. That's right?
That's right.
That's right. Okay. So, Nick, we're good friends already. So I know all the numerology stuff that you're going to lay on us today. But for people who are new to numerology, what is it, I guess, really? What is it really?
Okay. Well, first of all, thank you for having me on.
Yeah, thanks.
And just we right in alignment. You Miss Robinson's class, I'm Mr. Westbrook's class.
I know,
Yeah,
that's our,
crazy.
I know a lot of teachers, y'all. So yes.
Yeah, and we just kind of run with our teacher names.
Absolutely.
Just make that the whole handle stage
exactly.
name,
that's what I was saying. Didn't I just say that? Miss Robinson, Mr. Westbrook's got it.
And what's so funny about that is that none of the students can guess my handles.
Oh,
it's so obvious,
right?
It's Mr. Westbrook's, but they will never guess.
They would know,
they're
like,
obvious.
right? I keep telling people when I DJ, they'll be like, "Oh, the kids that I work with? What's your DJ name?" I'll be like, "Miss Robinson." They be like, "No, it's not." I'm like, "It is. It's really about to be Miss Robinson." I think it works across the board for real.
It does. It does. But yeah, I'm happy to be here and introduce the folks to numerology.
Mm-hmm.
So numerology, it's the esoteric occult study of numbers. So we use numbers every day. We have numbers in our phone numbers. We have numbers in our age. We have, we clock the time for when we got to get up, go to work, things like that. But there's a deeper, more hidden meaning of these numbers.
Mm-hmm.
So each number has a symbolic meaning. And what I do as a numerologist, I examine the numbers in people's names and birthdays, and I use that to help guide them and navigate this realm that we're living in. So each number in a person's birthday or different parts of a person's birthday and different parts of a person's name tells a specific piece of information about character traits, or like you mentioned in the introduction, about cycles and what people should look out for, and strengths, weaknesses. And with all numbers, there's two sides of every number. So there's no good number or bad number. There's a duality to all of them. So there's challenges and there's positive attributes to them. A lot of people aren't familiar with numerology. More and more people are becoming familiar with it, but you could think of it as a cousin, a close relative to astrology.
Okay.
Most people are familiar with astrology. They know their sun sign.
Right.
And
that's it.
Yeah, exactly. But they go hand. Yeah, the numbers in the astrology goes hand in hand. There's zodiac signs associated with numbers. There's numbers associated with planets. So they go together, and you can combine those two esoteric sciences, metaphysical sciences together to get a fuller picture of yourself.
Interesting. Because I'm going to ask you more questions about that, because I was already curious about what's the connection. But we'll get there. So how did you personally get into numerology, and what made you take it seriously, I would say, as like a practice? Because you're serious about this now. Like, I see you do readings. I see you do all type of stuff now. So yeah, what got you into it to the beginning?
Right, sure. So numerology was just something that I kind of stumbled upon. It just fell in my lap. I wasn't looking for it. I never even heard of it, honestly. So let me backtrack and go back to the definition of numerology. So there's different systems of numerology.
Okay. Now we're learning, because I didn't know that. Go ahead.
Yeah, there's different systems, and I have to include that part, in the story to kind of give you some context. So what I do currently with the names and the birthdays, those fall under the systems called Chaldean numerology, which is the ancient mystical system, and then Pythagorean numerology, which is a more modern system.
Okay.
Now, my first introduction to numerology was probably around the 2010s with the Nation of Gods and Earths, with the Supreme Mathematics. So that's another system of numerology.
Interesting. I thought, okay.
Yeah, so that was my first introduction to it. But as far as the systems that I use now, I stumbled across those attending an event in Brooklyn. I wasn't even going for the numerology.
Okay.
I was going for a completely different purpose to see Narubi Selah perform or speak there. She ended up not being there, but but the event was hosted by a numerologist. So he did a presentation. His name is King Simon. He's from Brooklyn. He's a Jamaican Cuban brother from Brooklyn. He's real big in the music industry with reggae and the promotion business. So he used to promote a lot of music and parties and things like that. And then he switched over to conscious events. So I attended one of his conscious events maybe around 2014. And he did this presentation on numerology and disaster preparedness because he teaches about disaster preparedness as well. And what really stood out to me was the fact that these quote unquote elite people, the people that, supposedly run the world, heads of state, politicians, these business people, they're using these sciences. They're using numerology, they're using astrology. And he gave the examples of like J.P. Morgan and Walt Disney and Ronald Reagan, who had an astrologer. And for a long time, I didn't subscribe to astrology.
Oh, you were one of those guys, weren't you? When a lady's like, "What's your sign?" You're like, "It doesn't matter. Nobody cares." Like, you care about that stupid stuff. Okay, we got you. Go ahead, Nick. Keep going. Yes.
Because I was in high school. I was in my lab bio class.
Yeah.
My lab biology teacher in 10th grade, Mr. Marr, he said, astrology is pseudoscience. It's all just, arbitrary, broad generalizations that apply to everyone.
And that's pretty much what most men say. So go ahead. Yeah.
So, so there's, he was right and wrong at the same time because when you look at the horoscopes in the newspaper, those don't get as deep as actually breaking down the chart and getting to all the placements and all that.
Exactly.
So for a while, I didn't subscribe to any of that. But after I went to this event and learned that, these elite people are using this science to calculate all their moves, I'm like, okay, maybe there is something to this.
No.
So I started following King Simon some more. I got his book, and then, he always bigs up his teacher, which is my teacher also, Lloyd Strayhorn. He's a living legend. He's been doing this for almost 50 years, 40 plus years. And, so I started following him too, getting their books, taking the classes. I got a reading myself, just to be on the receiving end of it.
Right.
But I also did it for myself too. I went through the books and taught myself how to do it. Like I said, took the courses. And in my excitement about sharing this, because it was like crazy accurate.
Right.
So in my excitement, sharing it with my friends and family, they started asking me questions about it. So that's when the idea kind of clicked. Like, all right, maybe I can
do something with this.
Something with this. Yeah.
And numerology, I will say, like, we've talked about it before, and I've done like, whatever you could do online, like a future.me or something like that. And it gives you some things, but I always want to know a little bit more, like, because I feel like I'm just reading like the surface area stuff, So what kind of questions do people usually come to you with? You said your family came to you and all of that, friends. So what are the general questions that people come to you with for numerology?
Yeah, so a lot of people want to know what is their number and how to calculate it.
Right.
Sometimes people ask about are they on the right track? What's their purpose? Things like that.
And are those different numbers, like your personal number and your purpose number? Are those two different numbers, or that's the same?
They're different numbers.
Oh yeah, see, this is how we get it.
Yeah. So it gets very intricate and deep. However deep you want to go down the rabbit hole.
Okay.
See, people who know about numerology or know a little something about it, most people know about the life path number.
Right. I know my life path number.
Yeah, but that's not even the most immediate number.
I know it for no reason, basically. No, okay.
I mean, it's one of your most important numbers, but the day of the month that you were born on, that actually is more immediate. That's what you came into the world with. While the life path number is those are the lessons you need to learn over the course of your entire life, from the womb to the tomb.
I see.
You know.
Yeah.
So a lot of people, they're familiar with that, but they don't know that they have a birthday number. They don't know that they have an expression number or a personality number or, you know, strengths and weaknesses based on their name, inner desires and motivations.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I feel like I started getting into some of that, but that's pretty intricate. And you're saying that numbers can really do all of that. I'm not saying that they can't, but that's interesting. So what numbers matter most in numerology? You were giving us a few of those, and you said like the birthday is more important than the life path.
Yeah,
is that true?
It's more immediate, so it affects you more immediately.
Okay.
When it comes to your life path number, you may not master your life path number until much later in life, but your birthday number, the day of the month that you were born on, those are the traits that you have right now, that you carry right now.
So you're saying the day and the month, like you add them together?
No, just the day of the month.
Oh.
You know, so take, you know, for example, my birthday is December 22nd.
Okay.
My birthday number would be the 22, or when you reduce it down to a single digit, the number 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mine is the same. I'm 4 too.
Yeah.
What's that? I'm 13.
Yeah, 13.
Okay, so what does that mean? Sorry, go ahead, do it real quick. What's that 4 mean, real quick? Go ahead.
Yeah. We'll keep it simple and just deal with the single digits, because you could also look at the double digits, and that carries meaning also before you reduce it down to the single digit.
Okay, just go single right now.
Right. So as number 4 people, we're the workers. So the number 4 people, those are the hard workers. Those are the structured, the organized people, the people that have to have a plan to move forward. Like we're not, like we shouldn't be going with the flow. We need to map out everything that we do.
That's true.
And then on the challenges side, because remember I said there's positives and there's challenges to it. On the challenging side, the number 4 could be considered dull. It could be considered moody. It could be considered too rigid.
I feel like you're looking at me a little different. Why are you looking at me like that?
Listen, I'm talking to myself too.
Right? Yeah. Okay.
You know, but but the double digits, they kind of modify that 4 a little bit
that
too.
Makes sense.
So the 22 is a different kind of 4 than the 13.
13, yeah, true.
And so the number 13 in the tarot, that's the death card for transformation.
I know.
You know, so it goes to that transformation, and it's also the power and dominion number too.
Oh my God, we're gonna go so deep already, because I can't wait to tell. We didn't get there yet, but I can't wait to tell you my life path number. I don't know if I even said it. Okay, so why does birth date matter so much, and what does it reveal about a person? You were just kind of telling me that.
So that's one part, and then like I mentioned about the life path number, that's the sum total of your birth month, birthday, and birth year.
Okay. That's the life path altogether, right? Yes.
Yeah. So those are the lessons that you're supposed to learn over the course of your life, what you need to do and what you need to avoid.
To do what? Yeah, go ahead.
To learn and what to avoid in order to live your best life.
Okay.
So these are like your life lessons. So that's also in the birthday. Also, the birthday is broken up into life cycles. So the month represents your formative years from birth to about, depending on when your birthday is, it could be 30 years or 28, 27, but you know, in that range. And then the day of the month, that represents your productive cycle, they call it, and that's from about your late 20s to early 30s up to your mid 50s. And then your birth year, that's your harvest cycle, and that covers from about age 56 until you transition. You know, so you get that from your birthday also. You also have the pinnacle numbers. So these are,
and what is the pinnacle number?
Yeah, so
sorry.
So the pinnacles are your life path broken up into smaller kind of
okay. I know what you're talking about. I'm picturing the website, and it kind of breaks it down like this a bit. So I see what you're saying now. Okay.
Yeah. So the pinnacles represents lessons and challenges.
Got it.
For those particular cycles.
Wow.
Yeah. So these are kind of like checkpoints leading up to your life path.
Wow.
Yeah.
And this is all just from the birthday.
This is just the birthday.
Wow.
Yep.
That's a lot. That's
yeah,
like
it
a
is
lot.
a lot. Yeah.
Okay, in numerology, do they ever care about the time or no?
And well, some
Like the
numerologists,
time you were born or no?
some numerologists look at that. You know, there's like I said, there's different systems. There's different ways that people go about it. In my practice, I haven't looked at the time, but there's a numerologist that I listen to on YouTube sometimes. He incorporates the time into the life path number.
Interesting.
But I
into the life path number.
Right,
that would change things.
Yeah. But I've never come across that in any of my studies, any of the books that I've read so far.
Okay, I guess I was asking because of the astrology connection. They always, you need talk about something like that.
Yeah, you need your time in order to, calculate your birth chart. So that's why some numerologists argue that numerology is older than astrology because you need your birth time in order to do your natal chart.
I see. Okay. All right. This is I'm sorry to say that I have a good question right here, but this is a good question. But can numerology change? Or are we just locked into this, whatever it is, this is it? Like, or can numerology ever change?
As far as the meanings of the numbers, those are pretty
fixed, right?
Pretty much what they are. And it's a very ancient science. It's metaphysical, but it's also a science. Yeah. Because it's based on repeated cycles and patterns. The ancients, they were probably laying back on whatever they were sitting on rocks or whatever they was doing, observing, human nature and behavior. And they were like, okay, this, people born on the first or a birthday that adds up to a number one, they're the natural leaders. And they, and they follow these patterns over thousands of years and it's been consistent. But what does change are your cycles, your yearly cycles, your monthly cycles.
That's true. Okay.
So every year the entire universe goes through a universal year, and each of us individually, we go through our personal year cycles. So those change every year.
Okay, that's interesting. So you kind of already told us about, the connection a bit between, or can you tell us more about the connection between astrology and numerology? Just like a little bit more, or if there's more, I don't know how in-depth that is.
Yeah, I mean, I could just give you some examples of the connections with the zodiac signs and also the planets. So let's take, it's getting ready to be Capricorn season, 2-hour season. So let's start with that.
We gotta do that just a little bit.
In a few days. Yeah. So let's start with Capricorn, for example.
Yes.
So Capricorn is connected to the number 8.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. So when you see Capricorn, you could think of the number 8.
Okay.
And then when we take it to the planets, 8 is connected to the planet Saturn.
Yes.
Capricorn is Saturn. 8. So that's one example right there.
Okay.
Then we're in Sagittarius season right now. Sagittarius is connected to the number 3.
Okay.
Yeah. And just like the planets and the zodiac signs, the numbers are all connected to elements too. So for your birthday, you can have one element for your zodiac sign, for your sun sign, and then one element for your number.
Interesting.
So Capricorn is an earth sign.
Yeah.
So, you're number 4, so you'll be an earth sign with the air number. Well, we both would be earth signs with air numbers since 4 is an air number.
Okay.
Yeah.
Huh. I never knew that about numerology at all.
That's getting into astronumerics or astronumerology when they combine the two together. I do a little bit of that, but I don't get too deep into it because people might start asking me questions about astrology. I'm like, I'm not that deep into
there
it
yet. Right. Okay.
Yeah. And that's the reason why I went with numerology, because it's quicker and easier to learn. Yes, it does get intricate, but if you know how to count on your fingers, you could do numerology.
Right.
But with astrology, you got all these placements and planets and houses and degrees, and it's a lot.
No, it really is. So do you think numerology gives more personal insight than zodiac signs, or let's put them against each other? Numerology versus zodiac. Go. No.
That's a good question. I I think with certain aspects, I think astrology does get deeper in certain aspects, especially when we get into the roots of these placements and conjunctions and degrees and all these type of things. But there's also instances in which the numerology and astrology, they tell you similar type of information.
Yeah.
And there's kind of like corresponding, not placements, but corresponding numbers. So let me give you examples. So for example, your personality number in numerology, you calculate that by adding up all of the consonants in your full birth name.
Okay.
And that represents your outer appearance and first impression people have on you when they first meet you.
Okay.
So that's kind of like the rising sign in astrology.
Okay, I see.
And then the vowels of the full name, that represents your inner urge. They call it the inner urge or the motivation number, and that represents your inner desires, needs, wants.
Okay.
And, like emotional kind of state. And that's similar to the moon sign.
Oh, okay.
I
see the connection now. That makes sense. All right. That was a little more like easygoing than I thought it was gonna be. I thought you were gonna give me a like way more intricate. But that makes sense. That makes sense now. Like, the sun, the moon. Right. Okay, cool. That makes sense. So let's get into it because we're right here. It is about to be Capricorn season. And the best part of Capricorn season is all of the amazing things that happen, which is, we have Christmas, we got all that. And then we also have the New Year, our birthdays, yes. But the New Year is normally the biggest deal, right? Yes. So let's get into it. So from a numerology perspective, right? I know that's what you do. Yeah. What kind of year is 2026 shaping up to be?
All right.
Go.
So we determine that by adding up the digits of the year.
Okay.
2026, 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 6.
Yes.
That equals 10.
Yes.
1 plus 0 equals 1.
Yes.
So the entire universe, regardless of your birthday, zodiac sign, whatever it is, the entire universe is going into a one universal year.
Okay.
And the number 1 represents new beginnings. With the number 9 cycle that we're coming out of, 2025, the number 9 is all about endings.
Yeah.
And letting go of what no longer serves you, clearing out the old to welcome in the new.
That's right.
So in 2026, you should be witnessing people symbolically starting life over again, having new experiences, new relationships, new business, new everything.
I like this, y'all. You like it? I like this. Yeah. Wait, I gotta do it. Boom. Yeah. New. We here for the new. We always want the new, don't we? Yes. I'm here for it. Exactly.
And it's also a year where people will be putting themselves first.
I like that too. I need that too. Okay.
Yep. Self first. Not selfish, but self first.
I like that. I like
self
that.
First.
That's the difference, yeah.
Yep, and it's a planting seed year too. So whatever you start or whatever seed you plant in 2026, you'll be laying the foundation on the groundwork for the next 9 years.
Right.
So that's also what 2026 is about. It's about being independent.
That's something else with the 1, right?
Yeah.
Independence, right? Okay, because that's what I was thinking right away. I was like, okay. And then when you said self first, I was like, okay, there's the independence coming in. All right, got it.
Right. And then in this country, there's a lot of craziness happening politically.
Right.
Benefits being taken away and being threatened, people's jobs, people losing their jobs. Number 1 is a entrepreneurial number too. So you might see a lot of people start businesses in 2026.
Okay.
Since it's a business number, it's an entrepreneurial number. Then people who are born under the number 1, whether they're born on the 1st, the 10th, the 19th, 28th, they don't like to take orders from people. That's why they should either work for themselves or be in some type of managerial or supervisor role.
That would make sense.
Yeah, so you might see that during 2026 also.
Okay. All right, that's cool. That sounds. I like that. That was good news so far. It wasn't like boo boo fire brimstone. That's what I was.
that was
last year.
That was 2025. Yeah,
got it.
Because 2025
was the endings.
Yeah, but it's also number 9, and number 9 is connected to Mars, and Mars is that war planet.
Yes.
And if you notice, there's always crazy things going on in the world, but it didn't seem like 2025 was more than usual.
Yes, it did. Absolutely.
All of the fires, all of the plane crashes, helicopter crashes, everything. The shootings,
right?
Like war. It was crazy.
It's true. It's true. Wow. And you see the connection between the numerology and the planetary. Okay, I'm getting it. Okay, I'm getting it. All right. What themes should people expect to see collectively in society or politics or culturally or relationships, whatever you're thinking of? Is there like a thing? It seems like it's the new beginnings idea and the business idea. I feel like that is that it? Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. You have new beginnings, new experiences all around, both positive and challenging experiences, but first time, a lot of firsts, might happen during this 2026 year.
Okay.
Universal 1 year.
All right. And okay, so is there I guess a birthday or a specific number of person who might feel 2026 the most and who needs to move carefully maybe? Like, is there a specific number that might need to watch out or take advantage even?
Well, whenever your birthday matches the universal year or even your personal year, we could talk about the personal year next because we all have personal years along with the universal year. It's most significant for people who have birthdays that are the same as universal years. So it's a universal 1 year.
If your birthday.
Adds up to a 1, the 1st, the 10th, the 19th, the 28th.
Okay.
You're born on any of those dates, it'll be even more significant for you. Should be in a good way, but it also depends on the person and how they operate and maneuver and whether they're vibing on the high side of the one or the negative side of the one.
Okay.
It should be.
That's something I got to know more about. Like if you're on whichever side of the number a bit more, that's interesting.
It's just up to the person how you decide to use it. You can decide to be a servant leader, or you can decide to be a very bossy, greedy type of leader.
Got it. Okay.
So it depends on the behavior of that person.
Okay.
That's holding that number. So as far as those who should watch out for or be cautious, because we do have our challenge numbers. I would say for the 1 year. Some systems of numerology say the number 8 is a challenge to the number 1 because they're so much alike. The number 8 is also a very boss-like, powerful kind of number, so it can bump heads a little bit.
Okay, that makes sense.
So they might run into challenges with people who are born under that number or just anything that vibrates, with that number. Okay. And then there might be some others too that I can't think of right now, but I think of the 8, off top right now as far as one of the challenge numbers to the 1.
Okay, 8s, watch out, like at least, right? All right. So how should people prepare for 2026 energetically and practically? I guess I think you're telling us like go after the business, like start anew. This is the time to lay the foundation. All of that. What about energetically, maybe? How should we go through this?
Yeah, we're still in 2025, so if you have not taken inventory of everything in your life, whether it's physical objects, relationships, habits, mindsets, think about what can stay and what needs to go. If you haven't done that before the year's out, go ahead and do that. Yeah,
because this is the thing I really think about, and this is why I'm so glad that we're talking, Nick. Like this is so important. I know about this cycle, and we've talked about this before. Like I gotta get out of this loop, because what's gonna happen is the new year's gonna come and you about to go right back into the next
Right
9
back
years
in.
of a loop.
Yeah.
Like all over
Repeat,
again. We
yeah,
about to do the
repeat.
same thing again.
Yep,
So
holding
I'm
on to
like,
the same
get rid of
stuff.
this crap now and get rid of it now, y'all.
Yeah.
December, get rid of it. So new year, it's like new you for real. Like it needs to be, especially because you just don't want to do the loop again. And
Exactly.
that's really like what's kind of scaring me into like letting go of some of this garbage that I'm still holding on to. And I'm still holding on to some for dear life, I'm telling you. And yeah, this was a great reminder. I appreciate this because I need to let go of some crap, and haven't done it yet.
Yeah, and December happens to be a 3 universal month.
Mm-hmm.
So for the month, so the number 3 is all about optimism, growth, self-improvement. So those are some things that the world could be doing collectively, is keeping their vibrations high, especially during this time of the year.
Yeah.
It's wintertime, is dark early. It's
it's dark, isn't it dark? It's dark, so.
It's a lot going on in the world. So keep your vibrations high during this month too.
Okay.
You know, keep yourself around positive people.
Yeah.
Think positive thoughts. Work on yourself.
Yeah.
Work on your image. You can do that during this month, since it's a 3 universal month.
Okay, you're giving tips. I like it. Okay. So can you walk people through a simple way to calculate their own basic numerology? So like the life path or personal year or something like that.
Okay. So again, I'll review the birthday number.
Okay.
So take the not the day and the month, but the day of the month that you were born on. So if you're born on the 21st of the month,
okay,
2 + 1 is 3. You're number 3. That's probably the easiest
one.
Yeah,
okay.
But that could tell
4,
you so much
3.
information.
Okay.
With just that.
With just that alone.
But yeah, you can start with that. For your life path number, if there's a couple ways that you can add it up. You can do it like how we learned math when we were growing up. I don't know what they do in the school now.
We don't know that. Those forms and figures we got to do now, right? Just add, right?
You could do the addition the traditional way and line it up vertically and add up your columns and then add it across. Well, for your life path number, have your month, then the day underneath that, then the year underneath that, and
the year. Okay, quick. With the year, do you add I'm 84. I do 1984 or just 84. Okay, see, that's good
digits.
to know.
Yeah. You want to.
That's good to know, because I feel like people might be messing up because you might be like just putting 82 or something like that. It's like, nah, that's not it. Okay, you gotta add 19.
I hate to make us sound old, but there's people that was born in the 2000s.
I'm talking about 19 right now.
No, I'm just saying
I'm talking about the one energy right now. No, I'm just
but that's just to tell you that it's important to add up all 4 digits, because there's some people born in the 19s, some people born in the 20s. So you gotta add up all 4 digits.
That's true.
And then as far as your personal year cycle, and now I'll explain the difference between the personal year cycle and the universal year cycle, and then I'll tell the people how to add that up.
Okay.
So the universal cycle is what affects everyone collectively. 2025 adds up to a 1, but we each have our own individual personal year cycles.
Okay.
So while we're affected by the universal year cycle, the personal year cycle is much more intimate and personal to us.
Okay.
And that's calculated by adding your birth month plus your birthday plus the year that you want to know about. So it's like you're adding the life path number, but instead of using the year that you were born in, you use whatever year you want to know about. So if you want to know about 2026, you do birth month plus birthday plus 2026. If you want to know about what was going on, before everything shifted, you want to go to 2019 and 2020.
Right.
You can
go
back.
Out.
Yeah, you can go back and calculate that.
I didn't know that one. Okay.
And then just like the life path, you keep on adding until you get to a single digit, and I'll tell you your personal year cycle.
Okay.
So January 13th, 2026.
Yeah.
So you're coming out of a number 5 year.
Okay.
Let me see. 1, Yeah, I'm doing the mental math.
No,
Yeah,
do
so
it.
415. Yeah. So you're coming out of number 5 year and you're transitioning into a number 6 year. So for 2025, your number 5 year was all about change and versatility and being adaptable and movement.
Mm-hmm.
And so for the number 6 years, number 6 personal year, there's going to be an emphasis on the home and family duties and responsibility.
Okay.
So that's an example of a personal year cycle. So you'll still be affected by the one, but on a personal level,
it'll be more focused on like home and things like that.
Yeah,
for
home,
me.
family, responsibility. Maybe taking some classes or maybe not even in the formal sense. You could be going back to school in the formal sense, or you could just be learning a new skill.
And it's so crazy because I've already selected the courses that I want to take for this year, 2026. Like I've already been like, okay, I'm gonna take this. Like I know the certifications I'm gonna get.
Yep. Yeah. So
Nick, you're good. You're good. Okay.
Yeah.
You see this right live. It's live.
So number 6 is also about bringing balance to everything. And number 6 is the number of balance. You might switch up your aesthetic a little bit. Might change up your hairstyle or your wardrobe or something.
Look. I'm excited. Okay, now I'm excited for I was already excited for 2026. Like I felt this one happening. Yeah. Oh, sidebar. This is not even one of my questions. What about is it like the Chinese year? Like, aren't we coming to like the year of the horse or something like that? Like, does that ever apply or is that connected in any way? That just really came off the top of my head just now because,
Oh, no.
I just remembered.
No, people have been talking about the
year of the
Chinese
horse.
astrology and coming out of year of the snake and then year of the horse. And although there's not a direct connection, there's some alignment there. There's some similarities. I was on a Pronoia Starseed podcast the other day, last weekend, and we were talking about how coming out of the year of the snake, that's the snake sheds its skin. So just like the snake shedding its skin, we're letting go of what no longer serves us under that number 9 energy. And then that horse is moving, that forward movement. And that's what we're doing with the number 1.
That makes sense.
We're 10 toes down.
Okay.
We're moving forward. Yep. So there's some. It's good to look at multiple systems and see how they kind of correlate, and even to give a bigger picture of what you're going through, what your experience or the essence of you. That's why we encourage people to combine as many systems together that you can keep track of: the numerology, astrology, Chinese astrology, cardology, human design, all of these things. Is good to use multiple systems to get a
you definitely picture. Said some systems that I don't know anything about, but okay, we'll bring you back
look those up
to get the other one. No, I don't know that stuff. Numerology.
I have a very surface, surface understanding of those.
Right, I get it.
But I could definitely point people in
the right direction.
Yeah.
Okay.
For people who are sharp with those. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So once someone knows their number, whatever that is, right? How should they actually use that information in their life? Like, okay, so like the life path. Can we start with say the life path number? So my life path number is 9.
Okay.
So how should I use that in life?
All right. So so the life path. Those are the lessons that you need to learn, and then on the positive side, and on the challenging side, those negative parts are what you need to avoid.
Okay.
So for the number 9, you want to learn to be a humanitarian, to give of yourself. You want to learn to be a leader and to inspire others, to be artistic, use your artistic gifts. But on the challenging side, you want to avoid having a short temper, making hasty decisions, getting into fights and arguments with people. being reckless with sharp objects.
What you trying to say? Like, okay, we actually going to cut this one short because he's going in. No, I'm joking. But if you know me, if you know, no, right? No, not the objects, not the sharp objects.
Yeah. Be careful.
But all the other things. Yes.
Yeah. Be careful with those things. Be careful on the road too.
Okay.
Because the number 9 is connected to accidents,
really,
car accidents. Yeah.
And guess what? I got in a car accident last week. I promise you. I was just getting into an argument and fight with the insurance people about my car accident. So dun dun dun. Look at that. Look at that. Okay. Thank you.
Yes, we did not talk about this offline.
Not at all.
This
like
is in
you
real time,
literally
people.
just know. Exactly.
This is in real time. Yeah.
Wow.
Yes. You can use that for the life path, but to use the birthday number.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the traits that you have. So there's a saying that you want to strengthen your strengths and manage your weaknesses.
Yeah.
So by knowing what your qualities are
Mm-hmm.
and your natural traits, you can amplify your strengths and the things that you're, maybe need a little bit of work on. You can manage those a little bit more.
Okay.
Then another way that you can use your birthday number is on a calendar. So, we're number 4 people. We should always look forward to dates that add up to the 4th, especially if we have like big plans or something significant that we want to do. And the number 4 has an interchangeable number 2. Which is the number 1. So we should look forward to days that add up to the 1 and days that add up to the 4th. So the 1st, the 4th, the 10th, the 13th, the 22nd, the 19th, the 28th. We should look forward to those days of the week and like I said, plan our big projects or important things on those days.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's another way that you can use your numbers that you can start doing tomorrow, like immediately.
Interesting. Okay. And just for people that are like starting this journey, or they're kind of maybe even known the journey for a little while, but they're not quite sure what to really do all the time. What are some of the common mistakes that people make when reading numerology online, like for themselves? What are there any mistakes that people generally come across?
Yeah. I would say the one that's most common would be the misconception about the life path number, which I kind of alluded to or mentioned.
Okay.
People expect to embody that life path number right here and right now.
Right. I see.
But you have to master that life path number. You have to learn it. So I'm an 8 life path. Just because I'm an 8 life path doesn't mean I'm going to start attracting a bunch of money and stuff right now. Like I gotta discipline myself and put in the work over time, and then it'll come. What I put out, I get back in. So that's one misconception there. Just believing that the life path number, you are the life path number.
Got it.
Also, just like with the zodiac signs, just believing that you are that sign or you are that number. These are traits that come with you, but you're not the number. You master the number. Yeah. Like you know,
that changes things. When you say it that way.
Yeah. It's not one of those like, oh, I'm a number 5. This is just the way I am.
I'm glad that you said that, because that's exactly the way I've thought about it. I never looked at it the way you said, like you master like for the number 9. In my mind, it's just like, oh no, I am a humanitarian. I am, like this. All the things I was like, yeah, it resonates. Whereas like, I like the word master better, because it means like you're like moving towards something. You're like striving to something. You have room to grow. You know what I mean? It also means that you can kind of digress in areas, but it does give you space and room to grow. I have another question, but I'm gonna wait for that one. I don't know if that's it. Well, I'm gonna just say it, because I think about, when I think about like the purpose of fulfilling like your life path or whatever it is, those type of things in numerology, I always think about it for the next life. I think about it for like reincarnation purposes, but I don't even know if that's even a thing in numerology. I could just be,
I mean, some people do argue that.
Like
that
I
it
feel
does,
like if you master that, and I mean, I guess that's just the whole idea of like reincarnation. Like if you master whatever this life path or whatever these, pinnacles, whatever these things are like, you kind of level up when you come back.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's my wishful thinking here, but
yeah. Well, let me tell you about karmic debt numbers.
Okay.
So the karmic debt numbers, you have the numbers 13, 14, 16, and those are, if you have those numbers in your birthday, supposedly those are, I don't know if you call them lessons, but they're based on past life. So let's say, for example, the 13.
Yeah, I was about to say, here we go. I promise you I was going to say, did I hear a 13 in there?
Yeah.
Go ahead, right.
People who have karmic debt numbers, they have it a little bit harder.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Especially the 13. So the number 4 is already the hard worker, but the 13 has to work even harder than because in the past life, it's said that person kind of slacked off on their duty, on their responsibility in their work in the past life. So they have to pay for it and make up for it in this lifetime.
Yo, I'm telling you, this is my plight. I know this is my cross to bear. And I can't, like, I'm going to show you, I want to show you what I found on the little website thing, because I would love for you to see, because I mean, I don't think you need to see. You're saying everything right now. So go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so that's an example of like the reincarnation. But I've also heard people connect the reincarnation to the life path number, like the higher. Like the higher you get in the life path number, the closer you get to being done with coming back to this realm,
That is what. So forget it. I'll just say what I want to say.
Yeah,
no, because this might be weird to some people for real, but I've literally, ever since I've thought of the concept of like reincarnation for myself or what have you, I've always thought that this is my last trip. Like as my soul, like this spirit, whoever this is, you know what I mean? Like I'll be Sienna here, but whoever embodies this person, this is the last round for me. Like I literally feel that way. I've always felt like after this, I'm not gonna come back. Like, and I don't know, like if it's really the case or not, I'm okay with that. I feel fine about that. And I do feel like you can feel from a soul or a spirit if they're new or if they're old. I do feel like you can feel that sometimes, like, you know what
numbers.
I mean? And you see, I get it.
Yeah,
I get it.
You got youthful numbers, and you have and you have old soul energy.
Yeah.
So numbers like 4, 7, 8, 9, and the master numbers 11, 22. Those are all old soul energies. People who carry those numbers, you'll look at them and you'll be like,
You've been here before.
You've been here before.
Exactly.
Or you ahead of your time. Like
and
like
I've gotten that since I was a little kid. Like
same here.
You know?
Yeah. I'm an 8 light path, born on the 22nd. I have all that old soul energy in me.
Yeah.
Yep, and 8, and we're Capricorns
and
also.
Capricorns on top of that, right?
It's connected to the 8, old soul energy.
It's a lot.
Ancestral energy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it runs deep. It's so much. Okay, we'll be here forever. Okay, whatever. Where am I at now? Okay. Yes. All right. So once someone knows, no, I said that. Oh, see, we're good. Okay, I asked everything. No, it's good. Okay. What does a deeper numerology reading reveal that surface level info can't? Because now we got to get to maybe getting to you if someone needs a little more. Because I got to come to you because I'm only using Google. So yes.
Yeah. So I would say that, sitting down with a person like myself or another numerologist, we tap into the intuition too. So of course we can just give you a laundry list of the meanings of the numbers, but tapping into that spirit and that intuition, that's going to get deeper and tell us, where to go also. And also we can answer more specific questions.
Yeah.
That's how I do my consultations. I have people send me questions, rather than me just doing a general.
Just doing the whole thing. Yeah.
Because you could be there for hours if you just do the whole thing.
No,
But
that makes sense.
If you get specific questions about, all right, am I on the right path? What's my purpose? What do relationships look like for me? What should I focus on this year?
Okay.
I can kind of pinpoint and give you specific things.
And then like what you're looking for. You
Yep.
know what numbers you need, right? Like that makes sense. Okay.
Yeah. And I know where to look. I know what numbers to look for in the name, what numbers to look for in the birthday. That. And then also I'm assuming that a lot of these websites they're very limited on what numbers they calculate.
Okay.
So obviously, they'll do the basics like the birthday number, the life path. Some of them might even do your name, but to get in, to really get deep into the woods, like into everything, you would probably need to sit down and talk with somebody to go through all the numbers in your birthday, all the numbers in your name.
Got it.
Break down your expression number, which is the sum total of your full name at birth. Go into the different systems too, because I look at both the Chaldean and the Pythagorean to paint a fuller picture. So I put those two together to see how they line up and see what that person resonates with more. And I don't think the websites do that, or even AI. I don't even think AI is doing that.
I wouldn't trust AI with my numerology. I don't know. It's just getting too much. So. So how can people connect with you if they want a personal reading or deeper guidance?
Sure. So they can book a session with me on supremenumerics.com, or they can go to my Linktree. All my links are there for my Linktree. Linktree, Mr. Westbrook's on Linktree. That has my YouTube channel, which is Mr. Westbrook's Class. So if you want to kick the tires a little bit more, you can go through my content on there. I have my podcast with Pornoy on there. I have my monthly forecast on there. So you can get a little bit more from there also. I'm on Instagram at Mr. Westbrook, so you can contact me there as well. So there's
several
a few
ways,
different avenues depending on your preference. I respond to all of them.
That's what's up. So last thing, right? If you could give listeners one piece of advice for moving into 2026 with intention, what would it be?
Okay, I would say to keep in mind of the themes that I mentioned for the Universal 1 year. And I would also say to calculate your personal year cycle. You don't even need me to do that. All you got to do is, again, add up your birth month, birthday, in the year 2026.
Okay. I'm going to do that when we get out of here.
Yeah. So, and then once you add all of that up and get your single digit, you can look up the meaning of the number and just keep in mind your universal year and your personal year. And, just lean into those energies, lean into the positive sides of those energies.
Okay.
And I think it'll be a great year for you.
It sounds like it's gonna be a good year anyway. Look at that horse. Look at that horse. It's gonna be a good year, y'all. I'm here for it. And it's gonna be an even better year because I'm gonna have you come back on. We have to do more. I need to go far more in depth, and I have a mission and a goal now. I'm gonna do that personal year scenario. I'm gonna get that done. Totally. But
and I already told you yours too. So.
Yeah, you did. But I want to look up more.
Yeah.
But thank you. I want to say thank you, Nick Westbrook's, Mr. Westbrook's Class. Make sure to check him out. Right. If you want to see him again, go to supremenumerics.com. He told you where to find him on Instagram and everywhere else in the world. So we do want to thank you again for being here on Ms. Robinson's Room. All the teachers, we matter. Never forget that, right?
Yes.
So thank you again, everybody, for joining me and my guest, Mr. Westbrooks. Always remember that I'm a teacher, DJ, truth teller, and, truth is something that's always necessary, guys. I'm going to get it to you no matter what. Thanks again for tuning in to Ms. Robinson's Room. Next time. All right, good. Yeah, we did it. See? We're doing it. Okay, got it.